All right, gang, if you're ready, Kamari Morales.
Kamari, what did you like about the physicality you guys kind of showed us? That was something that Matt Brown, Chip Lindsey was saying. The tight end unit did well in the blocking game. Just what did you kind of make of your guys' performance in the blocking game?
I think we did all right. I mean, it goes back to what Coach Lindsey said when he first got here. You know, we were going to be a big focal point in the offense, that he needed our position group to be physical, that, you know, without physicality from our room, you know, the offense can't do what it, you know, needs to do. So we kind of went into that game. We wanted to set the tone for, you know, how we would be for the whole season. I feel like we did that effectively, but, you know, starting to practice, we practiced that way, and, you know, we still have a long ways to go. I mean, I feel like we're just scratching the surface. So, yeah, I mean, great start, but I don't think we've really done what we've set out to do just yet.
In scratching the surface, you say you have a long way to go. What are some of those things that absolutely need to improve and you see improving rather quickly?
I just think that we just need to keep continuing to get better every single week, and, you know, just the way that we approach blocking. I mean, blocking is, I would say, 10% technical, you know, kind of 90% want to. And I feel like the want to was there. The technique side, you know, is definitely, you know, we definitely got to work on that. And, you know, that's something that we drill every single day. I mean, if you go to NFL practice, they're drilling technique every single day. I don't think there's such thing as perfection in this sport. So I think even if we were to go out there and have a great game, we'll be able to find a film of us doing something wrong. So I think we just got to keep continuing to get better, keep pressing, not getting complacent. That's my biggest thing, not getting complacent. I mean, we did it one game, you know, let's line up and do it again the next game. So if we can't do that, it really don't matter.
Talking about that 1-2, how much has Freddie Kitchens changed the mentality within the tight end when it comes to run ball?
Tremendously. I mean, I've said it before. You know, he's kind of set the precedent. If you're not going to go in there and, you know, smack somebody, you're not going to play. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That's kind of the attitude that he has put on in our room, and we've all kind of adopted it. So he plays a tremendous role in it. And, you know, when you got a coach as tremendous as him, you know, that's been the places that he's been, that's coached the guys that he's coached, you know, you're going to listen to him, you're going to go out there, you're going to play with an edge, you know. So, you know, there's certain things that we talk about in our room, you know, you're going to make you play with an edge for sure.
Kamari, in terms of just scratching the surface, like what you guys put out there Saturday night, I mean, you scored 31 points. First drive was pretty dang nice. I mean, there was a lot to like in some aspects. Like, where do you think you guys are maybe on the scale of hitting full capacity? How much more do you have to go? How would you sort of rate the opener in those terms?
I think we got a long ways to go. I think 31 points, I mean, yeah, that's cool, but that wasn't enough. We won the game, so I mean, our goal is to go +1 every week. But we left points out there on that field, you know, and we as an offense, we know that. Our goal is obviously to go +1, like I said, but I'm trying to put up points every single time we touch the field, and we didn't do that. So I think we just got a long ways to go, but we're going to get there. And I think we're going to get there rather quickly. We just got to keep preparing the right way, keep going. My biggest thing is not getting complacent. You know, I tell people all the time, I won one bowl game here, 2019, and I didn't even play in it. So my biggest thing is I'm not trying to get complacent. Remember, Coach Brown told us, you know, young guys want to play, older guys want to win. You know, and I get exactly what he's saying now. So I'm not going to get satisfied with anything that we do offensively. I want to win every single week. So, yeah.
We talked to you after practice one time last month. You had a little bit of fun saying you were pissed off for the defense too because of a lot of the criticism that they were getting.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the defense now after the way they played the other night?
Yeah, they showed America their force. And, you know, I feel like they're just scratching the surface. I think we all have a lot of work to do. You know, they had a great performance, 9 sacks, and we only had 17 total last season. Shout out to my boy, Amari Gainer, Crib, Tallahassee. And I think, you know, the addition of him, it really helped the defense as well. Kamen is getting his flowers that he deserved, but I want to make sure I want to make sure people know that, you know, Amari Gainer was out there on that field too, and he helped them, you know what I'm saying? So I think the defense is, you know, working their behind off. I can see how intentional they were this offseason from the players to the staff. And they play with an edge. Now we got to do it every single week.
So you saw that coming? You saw something like this happening before, through the last 6 months or so?
Yeah, I knew something was going to happen. I knew something great was going to happen. I kind of remember thinking to myself, you know, we would go out there as offense in practice, and sometimes we would struggle against them, and sometimes they would struggle against us. And, you know, in that moment, you know, we hadn't seen any other team, so really didn't know where we stacked up against other teams in America. And then we go out there and get 9 sacks and give up 0. So it made me think, okay, iron is really sharpening iron out there. You know, we're giving them a great look, they're giving us a great look. But like I'm gonna keep continuing to say, it's week 1. I don't care. I want to see it in week 13, week 12. So let's continue to build upon that. But really proud of the performance, but still got a long way to go.
Kamari, on Saturday, 9 of you guys caught passes. What did you kind of, I know you're keeping the perspective of, you know, still improvements to make, but what did you kind of think of the way that the ball moved around, and how much do you think that kind of aided what you guys were able to do on Saturday?
You know, I think that helps us tremendously, man. We have ball players everywhere, I mean, especially at the skill position. You know, we have so many guys that can make plays. I mean, we got 3 tight ends, we got plethora of receivers that can all make plays, the running backs, you know what I'm saying? So I think the fact that we were able to spread the ball to all of our guys, you know, get them the ball, you know, that's tough on defenses because you can't really hone in on one particular guy or one particular position group. So I think if we can continue to spread the ball like that and pound the ball, we'll be all right.
Drake was telling us that, Drake was saying, you know, this spring, this summer, you guys go over to the indoor, throw, do your workout, you know, do your throwing workout. And he said you all would see Kamen over there. And that's not exactly something you normally see some defensive line dude over there, like working on his game. Like, what would you see him doing? And would you be like, you know, dang, that's kind of surprising. You know, like, you know, he's not in there pumping a massive amount of iron or something. Like, what would you see him working on when you guys work?
I mean, just working this pass rush stuff. I mean, Cam has always been a really, really good pass rusher. I'm glad he was able to, you know, put it on display Saturday, but, you know, he just go through a lot of drills with pass rush, and, you know, Kamen is, you know, probably the strongest guy on the team. So, I mean, that's never been a mystery, but I think when he gets in the indoor, when we were in there, he's just working on pass rush, and, you know, we saw that come to life this past Saturday, so, yeah.
Talking about the tight end specifically, what is it like having 3 guys that all kind of complement each other in a way? How much does that add to the versatility of this offense?
You know, I think the fact that we have 3 guys that can go helps this offense tremendously. Not only that, I think that we're all catching the ball well, but I think we're blocking well as well. So I don't think you can really say, oh, if he's in the game, we're throwing it, or if he's in the game, it's a run play. So I think we're all feeding well off each other, and I think you know, we just got to continue to grow in our position room. I like to think of us as leaders for the offense. You know, that's kind of how we look at ourselves in our room. So we kind of just got to continue to be a shining star and a bright light of offense. You know, kind of continue to push everybody, but most importantly, push ourselves to get to where we want to go.
No time for 2 more.
Basketball players say about Team Chaplin, Mitchell Mason, and just his impact on the team culture. What do you see as his role on the team?
His role on the team, I mean, you ask me, he is the team. He is the glue of this team. And, you know, I've had a great relationship with him ever since I've stepped foot in this campus. You know, him being a guy from Florida, when I came up here on my recruiting visit, you know, he instantly treated me like home. So I've always had a great relationship with him. And I can recall my true freshman year when I wasn't playing and I was redshirting. And, you know, I'm 9 hours away from home. That was tough on me. And I was able to go in his office and talk to him and, you know, lean on him. And he was able to give me the word of God. And, you know, that definitely helped me, you know, get to where I'm at now. And we still talk. We still continue to grow together. So, yeah, he makes his team. You know, every single day we get to see him say the prayer in the morning. That brings joy to everybody in the team. So, yeah.
Kamari, I was hoping to get your thoughts on what you're anticipating this week, this Saturday for your home opener you know, considering what the program and the entire campus has been through the past couple of weeks. You guys have been at the situation, the entire university with the tragedy last week, and just the range of emotions that you guys think would be out there on Saturday from the fans and from the players and the play in front of each other for the first time since all these things have kind of like taken place in the past couple of weeks. What do you anticipate?
Well, first, before I say what I'm anticipating, I'm hoping everybody shows up. I'm hoping the fans show up and, you know, get loud and get excited about the game. You know, this past game, the South Carolina game, they had, you know, way more fans than us, it seemed like. So I would love to see for our fans to, you know, storm this stadium, get in the crowd, and actually be loud. You know, I want to be able to hear them, you know, be able to rally behind the team. Like, the fans, they mean so much to this program. They mean so much to this team. So when we're actually able to hear the crowd, it makes us play better, especially the defense, you know. So I anticipate the fans being very loud, and I just, you know, anticipate us being able to go out there and execute. You know, take it one play at a time, and everything will be all right. As far as Tez, I'm hoping the NCAA can do the right thing. You know, I think everybody said it. Everybody knows the situation. We're just hoping that they can do the right thing, man. He worked so hard, and, you know, he's a big part of our offense, and Lord Jesus, when the NCAA clears him, watch out.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Appreciate you, brother. Great.
Good stuff, good stuff.